Emma sat near the classroom door. Everyone called it the zone of defeat. Her grades were always low. She felt invisible. Exam results came out. Emma looked. Her name was at the bottom. Again. Failure is heavy. It weighs you down, she thought. Teachers saw her differently. Some felt sorry. Most felt disappointment. They sometimes spoke about her in class. Emma needs to try harder, they said loudly. They rarely asked her questions. One math class was quiet. The teacher asked a question. No one answered. He looked at Emma. He sighed. He moved on. Invisible needles hurt the most, Emma felt. She felt worthless. Home was no better. Her parents worked long hours. They were tired. They argued often. "Not enough money," her mother shouted. "You never listen," her father yelled. Emma sat quietly. "Home should be warm. Mine feels cold," she whispered. Her little confidence faded. Her small room was her safe place. She hid there. She opened her textbooks. The words confused her. The math looked like tangled wire. English words swam on the page. She tried. She really tried. But nothing changed. Trying and failing feels worse than not trying, she realized. Hope felt far away. Deep inside, a small light flickered. She imagined raising her hand. She saw herself answering perfectly. She dreamed of seeing her name at the top. What if I could shine? She wondered. But how? Where to start? Doubt was loud. After school, Emma walked alone. She took the quiet path behind the school. Trees reached high. Sunlight danced through leaves. Shadows played on the ground. Peace lived here. This path holds my breath, my quiet thoughts, she felt. School pressure faded. Home worries softened. One afternoon she walked slowly. Her feet felt heavy. Then she heard laughter, happy sounds. She looked up. Children gathered around an old man. He sat on a small stool. He carved wood. A small bird took shape in his hands. He smiled. It was a kind smile, a warm smile. He showed a child how to hold the tool. "Gentle hands," he said softly. The child laughed. The old man laughed too. Pure joy. Emma stopped. She watched. Her heart beat differently. This simple moment, this kindness, this warmth. Kindness is a language everyone understands, she realized. The old man looked up. He saw her watching. He smiled at her. Just a simple smile. Something shifted inside Emma. The heavy feeling lifted. A new feeling grew. Strong, clear. This is not my forever place, she decided. She would climb out. She would find her way, no matter how hard. She looked at the path ahead. Sunlight touched the trees. Maybe, she thought, walking towards the old man and the laughter. This path leads home, and maybe home is where hope starts. Life changed for Emma one quiet evening. Her mother Mary talked with their neighbor Lily. Lily was always kind. Help should feel like sunshine, Lily often said. That night Lily shared news. She knew a special tutor. His name was Jason. He helped students like Emma. He helped them find their way. Mary saw hope. She spoke to Emma at dinner. "Emma," Mary said gently, "Lily knows a tutor. Jason, he helps students learn better. Should we try?" Emma felt doubt. Another teacher, another failure, she thought. But she saw her mother's eyes. They held a new light. Emma nodded. Okay. The next day they went. The tutoring center looked simple, but the walls spoke. They held many certificates. They held thank you notes. Emma stared. Did all these students really change here? She wondered. Then Jason walked in. He smiled. It was a warm smile. A calm smile. He shook their hands. "Welcome," he said. Mary explained Emma's struggles. Jason listened carefully. He nodded. He turned to Emma. "Don't worry," he said softly. "Every mind learns in its own time. We find your way together." His words felt safe. Emma felt nervous. First lesson. But Jason was patient. He was kind. He didn't start with books. He asked about her. "What do you like, Emma?" She hesitated. I like drawing," she whispered. Jason's eyes lit up. "Drawing! That's wonderful! It shows you see the world." He understood. "Today," Jason said, "we draw with numbers." He showed a simple shape. "Math has patterns, like art. Find the pattern." Emma was unsure, but Jason guided her, step by simple step. The tangled lines made sense. "I see it," Emma thought, surprised. A tiny spark flickered. Week after week, Jason taught this way. He linked learning to her world. He watched her face. He saw her smile grow. "That was excellent, Emma," he would say. "Celebrate the small steps. Small steps make big journeys." Emma felt lighter. The heavy fear of books lifted. Problems became puzzles. Puzzles felt possible. One day, after solving a tough question, Jason smiled. "Look how far you've walked, Emma." Emma nodded. True joy filled her. "I am learning. I am changing," she realized. The certificates on the wall. Maybe her name could be there too. At home, Emma changed. She made a plan. She studied daily, not just for tests, for herself. "Learning is my mountain. I will climb it," she decided. Her parents noticed. They saw her focus. They saw her new light. Busy schedules paused. "How was tutoring?" her father asked. "Can we help?" her mother offered. The cold air at home warmed. Hope, like sunshine, filled the room. Emma smiled. The path forward looked clearer now. Emma's life changed. After school, she walked with purpose. No more wandering. She went straight to Jason's tutoring center. Jason always smiled. "Ready?" he'd ask. Every lesson brought small steps. Progress is a quiet friend, Emma felt. It whispers before it shouts. She felt stronger. Success wasn't magic. It needed steady work. Emma learned this. Jason helped her make a plan. Simple steps. Early mornings, quiet, clear. She reviewed yesterday's lessons. Evenings, she prepared for tomorrow. Jason taught her how to learn. But more importantly, he taught her to believe. "Learning is climbing a mountain," Jason said one day. Emma listened. Tough steps lead to great views. Never quit. The top is worth it. The mountain is hard, Emma thought, but I want to see the view. She faced problems bravely now. Mistakes didn't break her. They taught her. "Falling shows you where the rock is loose," Jason would say. Emma learned. She reflected. She tried again. Slowly, subjects made sense. Her grades climbed. Her class noticed. Mr. Smith taught math. He once sighed at Emma's name. Now he saw her quiz score. Surprise filled his eyes. After class, he called her. "Emma," he said. His voice was different, kind. "I see your hard work. Well done. Keep going." A teacher's praise is sunlight on the climb, Emma realized. Warmth spread through her. Classmates whispered. Sarah used to laugh. Now she stared at Emma's test paper. "Emma," Sarah asked, eyes wide. "How?" Emma smiled, a real smile. "Find your way," she said simply. "Then walk it." Home felt different too. Her parents noticed. Busy hands paused. Her father looked up from his work. "Tell us about tutoring," he asked. Her mother brought tea. "Can we help you study?" she offered. Hope grows in small questions, Emma knew. The house felt warmer. Emma wasn't just smarter. She was stronger inside. Confidence bloomed. Challenges remained. But Emma understood. Quitting is the only true failure. She would reach her dreams. Jason helped her find the joy in learning, the joy in trying. One afternoon, Jason watched her solve a problem. She did it alone. He smiled. "Look at you now, Emma," he said. Pride rang in his voice. Emma stood taller. She nodded. Her eyes held steady light, determination, confidence. The mountain is high, she thought, but my steps are strong. Emma took a big mock exam. She scored high, very high, top of the class. She felt joy, but others felt doubt. Whispers started. Just luck, some classmates said. She cheated, others murmured. Even teachers questioned her. How? Their eyes asked. The doubt hurt Emma deeply. Doubt is loud. Truth is quiet but strong, she told herself. She wouldn't quit. She would prove herself. Jason saw her pain. After class, he spoke gently. Emma, ignore the noise. Your hard work shines. Doubts happen. Let your results speak. He had an idea. Join the national competition, he said. Show them all your true strength. Emma agreed. A big challenge, a bigger chance. She made a strict new plan. Wake up early. Study late. Practice, practice, practice. Every subject, every detail. Perfection needs patience, she learned. The work was hard. Some ideas felt impossible. Mistakes happened. Frustration grew. Jason stayed steady. He explained tough problems. He found new ways to understand. Keep your confidence, he always said. It's your strongest tool. One math problem fought back. Emma tried again and again. Failure. She wanted to stop. Jason saw her struggle. He walked over. Emma, he said softly, remember the mountain. Big problems are like that. Step by step, you reach the top. Let's climb this together. They worked side by side, step by simple step. Suddenly Emma saw it. The answer. I did it, she breathed. Huge relief, bigger pride. Persistence breaks walls, she knew. Confidence bloomed brighter. Competition day arrived. Emma walked into the hall. Nerves danced with excitement. She sat down, breathed deep, focused, read each question slowly, used her tools, wrote carefully, checked twice. One step, then another, like the mountain, she thought. It ended. Relief washed over her. I gave my all, she felt. That was enough. Results came days later. Emma scored high, very high, top ranks. Silence fell on the doubters. Then applause. Respect shone in classmates' eyes. Teachers smiled. Her parents beamed with pride. The school held a ceremony. The principal gave Emma a certificate, a trophy, handshakes, congratulations. You showed them, Emma, Sarah said. Her voice held respect now. Emma stood tall. She proved her strength. She proved hard work wins. More than grades, she found unshakable belief. Her future glowed bright. Mountains look smaller, she thought, holding her trophy, when you've already climbed one. Competition day arrived. Emma walked into the hall. Confidence filled her steps. She wore her school uniform, neat, proud. On her chest, a small badge shone, Jason's tutoring center badge. This is my armor, she thought. Inside, determination burned bright. She remembered the early mornings, the late nights, the hard work. The air felt thick, tense, every student focused. Every dream felt big. The bell rang. Start. Emma breathed deep. One question at a time, she told herself. She used Jason's tools. She found the patterns. Time flew. Her pen moved fast. Thoughts flowed smooth, easy. This is the flow, she realized. Everything clicked. It ended. Relief washed over her. Deep satisfaction. I gave everything, she knew. No regrets. Waiting for results felt long. Emma stayed steady. She studied. She prepared, like always. Then the day came. Her name shone. Top of the list. A national award. Heron hard work's proof. Perseverance's reward. The school held a big ceremony. The principal called her name. Emma! The whole room watched. He handed her a trophy. Heavy, shiny, a certificate, important. Applause exploded, loud, warm. Teachers clapped. Students cheered. Parents smiled. Emma stood on the stage. Her heart swelled. Gratitude, pride. This moment is ours, she felt. Everyone who believed. She bowed low. Tears shone in her eyes. Happy tears. In the crowd, Jason watched. His face beamed. Pride, joy. He saw her journey, from lost to found. Emma stepped down. She saw him. She ran. They hugged tight. A long, warm hug. Jason patted her shoulder. His voice was thick. You did it, Emma. So proud. Simple words, big meaning. Emma's win echoed. Parents talked. Students listened. Jason's tutoring center, full. His phone rang often. Can Jason help my child? Respect grew. Recognition bloomed. Well-deserved. Emma understood deeply now. Hard work builds the path. Persistence walks it. She wasn't just smarter. She loved learning again. Confidence glowed. Challenges. Welcome, she thought. Each day felt bright, full of promise. The future stretched wide. Endless roads. Emma smiled, touching her tutoring badge. Mountains climbed become hills behind you, she knew. Her steps felt light, ready for the next miracle.